The last has not been heard. Tinubu is in trouble again as this lawyer has come up. The Yoruba lawyer that is always on his neck. This one choked Tinubu. I'm sure by now Tinubu will be looking for this guy. How he will at least make him to stop talking. The guy has bundle of truth about what Niger wants and what Tinubu should be looking out for. That is the video. I am about to release it now. Please watch the video with me. I'll be right back.
Events of the past 48 hours have shown that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is zero. When I say zero, empty-headed, arrogant fool. Permit me to use that language. He's the president of Nigeria, but he's an arrogant fool, selfish, self-centered, wicked old man. It shows that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a fraudster. In law, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Let me say it for the third time. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. When last did Bola Ahmed Tinubu practice democracy in APC Lagos State? When last? He has been the Governor General of Lagos State since 1999. When last did he practice democracy in Lagos State? Where is the Lord of the Manor? All the senatorial candidates in Lagos State are selected and appointed by Tinubu right inside his bedroom. They don't have what congresses. They don't have any congresses in APC Lagos State. APC Lagos State up to councillor are selected by Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the same Tinubu, foolish, greedy man, permit me to use that language, wants to go and enforce democracy in Niger Republic. The election that brought him in, the fraudulent election that brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu in to become the selected president of Nigeria by INEC, was it conducted democratically? Is that how they conduct elections all over the world? Then you don't want to go to Niger Republic to enforce democracy. Why in your own self, in Nigeria, you cannot even enforce democracy. You can't even practice democracy in your own country. You are not going to Niger Republic to go and enforce democracy. When last, let me say it again, and to all you foolish supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when last did your foolish Bola Ahmed Tinubu practice democracy in Lagos State? So if you can answer that question, we cannot go into a debate. Just tell me, when last did Bola Ahmed Tinubu practice democracy in Lagos State? All the candidates in Lagos State are selected by Bola Ahmed Tinubu right inside his bedroom in Badilon Road. You now want to go to Niger Republic to go and enforce democracy. You don't give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. Nemo dat quod non abet. It's a Latin maxim. You don't give what you don't have. Nemo dat quod non abet. He wants to go and practice democracy he wants to go and enforce democracy in Niger Republic. He has never practiced democracy in Lagos State. Let me say it again. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu, very overbearing, very greedy, the most greedy human being on earth that I ever know. He knows that he doesn't have good health. He knows that he's suffering from dementia. And he was insisting that he must be the president of Nigeria. Emiloko. Now you are the president of Nigeria. You are fumbling and wumbling. Policy somersault. Do you know what we call policy somersault? You make a policy today, next tomorrow you change the same policy. This is what the same fellow I met him who foolishly came on here and said he's going to give 50 million or how many million people 80,000 naira per month as palliative. When Nigeria protested, he somersaulted, changed the policy. That means he was not prepared to be president. Then you now want to go to Niger Republic to enforce democracy. You must be very stupid. Permit me to use that language. You see, this man thinks everybody is foolish like him. He thinks everybody is gullible like Nigerians. He thinks everybody is gullible like Lagosians who turn him to a lord, overrated buffoon who call himself Bola Ahmed. Permit me to use all these languages. It doesn't deserve any respect. It doesn't. Forget about his age. If he respected himself, he would not have contested for that election. He knows that he's not capable. He doesn't want to tell me that he does not know that he's not capable for that office. Health-wise, is not even in his favor. Then you went and after you have stolen money from Lagos State, you stole money from Lagos State and make sure that you bribe everybody in Nigeria and install yourself as president. Now you cannot perform. You are only a that skater. Look at his ministerial list. Nigeria, you are in problem. Check them. You see, you have never seen hardship. you are going to see what we call maximum hardship. Tinubu does not have anything to offer. Maybe I was warning you then. You was calling me all sorts of names. Has it not manifested now? You are a disgrace to the Yoruba race, Tinubu, if you don't know. Due to your greedy and selfishness, you are a disgrace to the Yoruba race. You are a disgrace to the whole Yoruba race. You don't have anything to offer. And you are insisting you are the next president of Nigeria. As if it's your family inheritance. As if Nigeria has been willed to you. Go and look at his ministerial list. Go and look at his ministerial list. How many technocrats are in his ministerial list? 47. The highest number of ministers in the history of Nigeria. If a sensible president, and a president who they even call an accountant. Because I can't see that accountancy in him. A sensible president who calls himself an accountant. I don't know whether he's an accountant or not, because whatever Bola Ahmed Tinubu says, I don't believe him again. He's a perpetual liar. He's a pathological liar. So a sensible president who calls himself an accountant, who calls himself an economic wizard, the first thing you will do with the economy of Nigeria is to prove down the cost, is to cut down the cost of governance. I'm not even an economist, but simple common sense will tell you, with the economic situation of Nigeria, the first thing a common sense president, a president that is reasonable, a president that is reasonable, a president that have common sense, the first thing you will do is to cut down the cost of governance. And then you must lead by example. You must lead by example. If you call yourself a leader, you should lead by an example. You should lead by example. So I was expecting him, as soon as he became the president, that look, the first thing I expected him to do is, look, Nigeria economy is overprotected by wages of political apprentices. Let us cut down the cost of governance. Let us cut down the cost of governance. What is Nigeria doing with 47 ministers? Why can't you merge some ministry? Then, why can't you appoint ministers based on regions? Nigeria is divided into 6 geopolitical zones, or based on geopolitical zones. Let's even forget about regions. If they don't want the word region, so why can't he appoint ministers based on geopolitical zones? Geopolitical zones. We have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. One stop a reasonable president, we appoint 2 from each geopolitical zone. 2 ministers. Make it 12. Match ministries. Turn some ministries into departments. I don't know what Nigeria is doing with EFCC. We don't need the EFCC. And it's just not. How many people have EFCC prosecuted? How many people, apart from running after Yahoo boys? And even the Yahoo boys they are running after is selective. You cannot see EFCC running after Yahoo boys in the north. It's only in the south that they run after Yahoo boys. So what is EFCC doing? Merge EFCC with police. Cancel EFCC. Cancel ICPC. Because whatever they are doing is a duplication. Nigerian police have anti-fraud squad. Nigerian police have there's a department they call SCID in Nigerian police. Special Criminal Investigation Department. That's the full meaning. SCID. So all those work of EFCC, anti-fraud squad of Nigerian police can do it effectively. After all the chairmen of EFCC are seconded from the police. Council EFCC, I don't see the importance of EFCC. Council ICPC, I don't see the importance of ICPC. How many politicians has ICPC prosecuted? How many politicians have EFCC prosecuted and jailed? Ibori is an example. Ibori could not be prosecuted in Nigeria. This Ibori was sentenced to jail in London. Yet, we have EFCC. Akpabio has plethora of cases with EFCC. As Akpabio be prosecuted, Akpabio is not the chairman of EFCC. He's not the president of the Senate. Tinubu himself has 3 cases with EFCC. As Tinubu himself be prosecuted. So we don't need the EFCC. We don't need the ICPC. Strengthen the police. Recruit more people into the police force. Take police from securing the life of VIPs. It's only in Nigeria that you see people like E-Money going with police. It's only in Nigeria. Celebrity will be going with police. And it's only in Nigeria that ordinary people will be going about with police. It's not even a status symbol. For anybody to know that you're a big man in Nigeria now, police must follow you. How many policemen do we have in Nigeria? According to United Nations report, it's 1 policeman to 100 people. According to United Nations recommendation, one policeman to 100 people. How many policemen do we have in Nigeria? I don't think we have up to 500,000 police personnel in Nigeria. So I was expecting Tinubu to cut down the cost of governance. Why is Tinubu doing? What is Tinubu doing with 11 presidential jets as of today? As of today, it's on record. There are 11 presidential jets in the presidential fleet. What is he doing with them? What is he doing with them? A serious-minded president who meant business will have. I mean, you don't need more than 2 presidential jets. At most 3. At most 3. One for you, one for the vice president, and then one for general purpose. 3. Nigeria presidential jet and presidential fleet. Quote me, they have 11 presidential jets. What are they doing with in the economy, in today's economy that we have in Nigeria, where millions are suffering? Millions of Nigerians have been pushed into poverty. We don't have middle class in Nigeria again. A lot of people have been pushed from middle class back to poor class. In Nigeria today, it's either you are poor or you are rich. There is nothing like middle class. In Nigeria today, it's either I'm not even rich. It's either you are extremely rich or you are poor. There's nothing like middle class. There's nothing that I'm a little bit rich. It's either you are extremely rich or you are poor. That's the 2 classes of people we have in Nigeria today. So my lesson to my message is to Nigerian youth: wake up from your slumber. The new president of Burkina Faso is just at 4 years old. The new president of Burkina Faso, just at 4 years old. So Nigerian youth, go and form your own political party. Stop following all these foolish buffoons who call themselves political leaders. Stop following the articles of this world, the Obis of this world, the Tinubus of this world. They don't have anything to offer. All of them. Including Peter Obi. They don't. Go and form your own political party, Nigerian youth. If you can organize answers by yourself, when you organize answers, did you involve Peter Obi? Was Peter Obi among the people that organized answers for you? When you organize answers, did Tinubu supported you? Or did the article give you logistical support? So if you can organize answers by yourself, go and form a political party. Stop following all these foolish, selfish old politicians in Nigeria. Selfish and greedy. They're not even politicians. They're not even patriotic. They are dealers. They are businessmen. How can somebody who is in government, the period you are in government, you save $7 billion in Panama, and you are claiming that the money belongs to your children? Is that a patriotic leader? Why can't you save it in Nigeria? $7 million. You claim that you're a patriotic in Nigeria, but the same man that claimed that he's a patriotic in Nigeria, friend of the masses, during the period when he was governor of Anambra State, he went and saved $7 million in a fixed deposit account in Panama. They now ask you, said the money belongs to your children. The same thing with Tinubu. That one is even a thief. First class rogue. How can you be president, a governor of Lagos State? Your children are buying houses. 3 of your children, no. I'm not sure your children, no. Governor of Lagos State, before he became president of Nigeria, 3 of your children has a property portfolio worth $50 million. That's governor. It's not even in Nigeria. So listen to me carefully. 3 of Tinubu's children has, between them, they have property portfolio worth $50 million. 2 properties in New York, 1 in London. And these 3 children, they don't have any work. They are jobless. They are jobless. Who can tell me the work of Seyi Tinubu? Tell me where Seyi Tinubu is working. Tell me where he has served. Tell me where he served where he did his NYSC. The same Seyi Tinubu just bought a Rolls Royce worth 450 million naira. All Atiku's children are riding either Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, Range Rover. They don't have any work. Are we not suffering from internal colonialism before we have British colonialists governing us? But now what we have now is internal colonialists. Nigerian politicians are the new internal colonialists. So Nigerian youth, my sincere advice to you, go and form your own political party. Stop following all these foolish, selfish, old, stupid politicians in Nigeria. They are not politicians, they are just businessmen, parasitic opportunists. They are parasites. What have they contributed to the economy of Nigeria? What has Tinubu contributed to the economy of Lagos State? Apart from taking from Lagos State. Tell me what Tinubu has contributed to the economy of Lagos State since 1999. How many manufacturing companies in Lagos State? How many manufacturing companies did Atiku have? How many manufacturing companies did Tinubu have that can employ 5,000 people in his payroll? Let's not forget, let's observe a minute silence in respect of that lady, a medical doctor, I've forgotten her name, who lost her life. You can see the way they waste life in Nigeria. A medical doctor who just graduated, she's still doing her internship, but Nigeria system failed her and she died in the process due to negligence. So let's observe a minute silence in respect of that lady. I don't know her name again. She's a doctor, she's a medical doctor who died in that elevator accident. If you know her name, please write it on the screen, but I've forgotten her name. So let's observe a minute silence in respect of her. Then let's observe, in conjunction, let's observe a minute silence in respect of Nigerians who have died unreasonably. Avoidable deaths. I call them avoidable deaths. Deaths that you can avoid. So let's observe a minute silence in respect of Nigerians who have lost their life due to the negligence of these greedy politicians. Eternal rest, grant them, O God. Amen. So Nigeria, I think we have not seen anything. The hardship that is coming is still doing press up. Maybe I was warning you, you people are abusing me. They even say, some said I'm looking for cheap popularity. Some say I'm a charge and bail lawyer. Some say I'm a fake man. In fact, some said I'm a cleaner in America. Very soon, you will know whether I'm a cleaner in America. Very soon, we will know who will be the casualty of the economic hardship in Nigeria. Whether it's me or whether you people that live in.
All right, my people, that brings us to the end of this very video. This one shocked me because Tinubu need to listen to this guy. The only person that fears him not, that regarded not his money, that regarded not his person, that calls him by his name, because Tinubu is simply a thief. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. All right. Thank you for your time on this channel. God bless you all.